Hi, my name is Sterling Reynolds, and I'm doing my project on implementing automatic calf feeders in the barn. So my agenda today is to hit on calf growth, the increase of weaning weight and decreasing of age, to the high employee cost, and calf health. So calf growth, a calf can grow 4 to 5 pounds a day, but that is a very good calf. She's really good on hitting all of her nutrient and requirements for the day. An average calf from Penn State says that they should grow about 2 pounds on the growth curve. The first 0 to 3 months of a calf's life is most important, and you can also get the maximum profit that you put into those animals. They're going to give you that return on there. The employee cost for individual calf feeding for 100 animals is about $10,000. For an automatic calf feeder, employee cost is about $6,000 for the year. So that's $4,000 a year that you could easily save. Calf feeders have a lot more benefits than employees do. They catch sickness faster. They catch a problem faster with any of the animals, and all you have to do is check on them once to twice a day. You can also use your other employee if you still want to use them anywheres, because say it's even haying time. If it's raining that afternoon and you need to get your cut off the ground, you'll have an extra hand instead of having one other person in feeding your animals for you. Calf health. These calf systems, they will tell you when a calf does not drink for the day. They'll tell you when a calf doesn't eat for the day. There's no going around asking your employee, did this calf drink? You're not wasting your time going over there to go check 2-3 times after an employee had already fed milk. They're going to feed the calves the grain and meet that nutrient requirement that they need. They're going to be fed consistently whenever they need it, the consistent temperature. They're also going to be hit with the right amount of milk, because a 1-day-old calf is going to get a different requirement than a 10-day-old calf. Their nutrients that they need because of their weight cannot be met if you're feeding for one weight throughout the entire barn. The solution for the 6 to 8 week weaning age and for your weight being under until that 6 to 8 weanings, or any calf problems that can happen in this barn, the solution could be automatic calf feeders. You want to increase that wean weight, you want to decrease the age, you're getting them in there, you're getting your profits out of them faster. 2 years is a lot of time to be putting money into an animal as well that you're not seeing anything out of for a return. So if they get sick, you're going to have a hard time getting that return out of them. They're going to become the weakest one in the barn and not a boss animal, meaning that the cow themselves, she's not going to be the one to go to the feed bunk and push everybody out of the way to get what she wants. She's just going to hang back there and she's going to wait her turn even when there's nothing left. Your employee costs, you're going to erase employee headaches. You can use your employees somewhere else, and you can save a little money and put that towards your automatic calf feeder system. So the automatic calf feeder itself looks like a box. It has an individual nipple on the end of it. The calf feeder it can feed up to 17 to 18 animals. A good number to go is 8 to 10. You're not overcrowding them, you're giving plenty of room. The calves can either do ear tags or neck collar. The system that's looking at, they use a neck collar system. And then with them, there's individual stalls. They walk in, they feed themselves, they suckle onto the nipple, causing a saliva in their system, and it also lets them know, I'm not drinking this fast. Whereas the pail, they drink fast, it can overflow and go into the abomasum that can cause them to bloat and get very sick. So this is the process of the automatic calf feeder system. We would be using whole milk. You can use milk replacer in this as well. The whole milk is pasteurized, sent into the machine where it is turned to the correct temperature, so it's always consistent, and it goes through all of these steps to come out to the nipple, which the calf again suckles on, and it'll feed at the correct amount that the calf needs based on its weight and age. And also every time the calf leaves and another one comes in, the nipple is returned back into the machine and it is sanitized with extremely hot water to make sure there's no bacteria going from one calf to another off that nipple. So the calf feeder system that I chose to put into this barn, or to look into putting into this barn, is called the Urban Mom Calf Feeder. It's out of Germany. It's $50,000. Your total budget cost is going to be $244,000, which seems like a lot, but over 5 years can be paid for very easily, and it might be even faster based on your calf's weight and ages now. Because if you can get them in and out of there faster, you're going to get them bred faster, you're going to get better animals in the end, and you're going to get more milk production. This milk production is what's going to base off your profit, but this 0 to 3 months, that's where you're going to see that most amount of gain, and you're going to be able to get those calves in and out of there faster. If you can get a calf bred and calving in 18 to 19 months, you're not feeding her and not getting any return for 3-4 months that you could have been doing with your individuals. So you're going to make more money because those 3 or 4 months she's going to actually be milking. So in conclusion, for the why to put in this system is that especially 0 to 3 months growth curve, you're going to see that most growth there. You're going to make the profit off them because anything you put into that animal, they're going to produce weight to be able to put it in there. So you're going to increase that weaning weight. That's going to increase overall for all of your animals, and you're going to increase in lactations because you're going to see that milk from first lactation to 7th and 8th lactation. If you look at a sick animal versus a healthy animal, you're going to also see that the healthier animal from calf's point of view has always done better. Once you get a sick animal, she has that virus in her. She's going to calve in, she's going to be a headache, and then you're going to not get the same lifelong out of her. She's going to only go maybe 2-3 lactations depending on her milk, and if her milk is not producing enough to make her be able to stay there and make what she's eating, she's going to have to go on the truck. So why waste your time for the first 2 years when you can easily just, use what you have now for a facility and try to get those first 2 years right on track with that animal. And again, with your employee costs, you're going to just want to see that employees at this point, you need a few to check in every once in a while, but you don't need one person to go in and do milk, and especially if you have 2-3 different people doing milk, it's not consistent. And consistency with animals is what makes them want to produce what they can and can't. So that's my presentation. If there's any questions, you can email me, get a hold of me. I'm very eager to hear what you have to say about my project.